And welcome back. Alright, so we are, as you can see, at Schwanstadt, and I did take the liberty of selling a few things that initially I wasn't going to sell. So that's obviously because of the absolutely ridiculous prices that they are offering us. So I did sell some weapons. For example, I had a greatsword that we used for a while, but now I have sold it. We'll find plenty more better weapons. And also, this might be the highest that I've ever seen tools for sale. 1200 for one stack of tools. So, safe to say, I won't be buying those here. And I do have the maximum amount at the moment. 0 ammunition though. A couple of other things. So, last time I recruited Baldwin, the Swordmaster. And I did give him perfect fit, and I, after that, gave him some heavier armor, which disabled this. But now I have adjusted the weight here, so that I do actually get the maximum benefit out of this, which is nice. And for now, he will be using this great axe, and we'll see if I can keep him alive. Certainly it will be easier to keep this guy alive than the others, since he does have a lot of melee defense. A lot of it comes from dodge though, so that might be disabled at some point. And he does also have 9 lives to help out. Anyways, we'll see. And I did do a little bit of further planning with this guy, but we shall see if he survives, just how he turns out. And also I was kind of struggling what to do with Azur here. But then I noticed that there is this point blank perk from the throwing perk group on the final tier here, which allows you to use throwing weapons in melee. So that kind of, I think, does solve the majority of my issues here, being that he's a bit awkward having 3-star ranged and 3-star melee defense, but that makes kind of perfect sense with this perk. So he will be going with throwing weapons, and I will also go with the net perks. So that means that he gets plus 10 melee defense while holding a net, ignores the weight of nets, and allows the company to repair a broken net for a cost of 15 ammo. I don't think that 15 ammo cost was there when I last played Legends, so definitely we'll need some more ammunition. Anyway, let's go ahead and take that, and we'll see with this guy as well, if he even survives, just how he turns out in the end. These are, once again, just initial plans. So there we go. Also, I did think a little bit more about what to do with these so-called fodder-type characters. So for example, if they have helpful, which this guy does, it's from the organized perk group, which unlocks the pass item skill, which allows you to give items from your bag. Taking quick hands reduces the action point cost by 2. So something with this could actually be okay, even if the characters themselves does suck, like this guy. Does also get back some belts, and he does have quick hands, so maybe. And also, of course, efficient packing and skillful stacking are things that he can do while in the reserves as well, but he does have a little bit of combat utility. Maybe not a lot of it, but he can carry nets around at least. Maybe some throwing weapons eventually. Still only have just 1 stack of throwing javelins, so I suppose we will actually need to buy them at this point, as I have so many characters that are going to be throwers, and currently cannot do that. Anyways, let's camp here for a while, I think. For a little bit at least, and then I'll see what to do. So let's see, do I need to repair? I don't remember. Yes, it does look like it. Yeah, and the tool situation is good. I do need more ammunition as well. So let's not gather as much medicine. Also, have I treated these? Let's see. Once again, memory of a goldfish. Anyways, let's, I suppose, treat even these. At least this ripped ear is kind of meaningless a little bit, but let's treat it, since we do have the resources to do so at this moment in time. Alright, so let's get to that. I think that covers all of our bases for now. How's the food, though? Well, it will last for a while. Okay, let's let time elapse at a quicker rate. Wait for like dawn. Or close enough. Also, I see brigand tracks actually here, so let's go actually deal with that at this moment in time. Also, yeah, now I have the ammunition. I'll need to remember to actually repair those throwing nets, but at the moment I'm good with those. Also, let's see here. So you're the guy who I gave this to, but for now, I guess we'll just use this tip staff instead. But yeah, this guy will be interesting in the end. We'll see how he'll survive. Hit points are a bit low, but does have that 3-star melee defense, and I can, of course, also get underdog. I'll mark that in blue, actually. And tactical maneuvers I might be taking, but yeah. Kind of perk hungry. If I'd like to get... Well, of course I would like to get everything. That's good, but obviously I will need to choose. Anyways, also this does, point blank does incentivize taking range defense. He does have 2 stars in that, so we'll see. Probably will be taking some of that at least. Let's go see about this brigand group. Where the hell are you? Udalrik is once again afraid and gets dissatisfied. Stupid superstitious trait. Cries whip through the party like the howls of the wind. There is not an enemy in sight, so you've no idea what is causing this. You walk the ranks to find Udalrik practically sobbing on the ground. He is clutching his chest with one hand while the other points to the sky, the finger shaking in pointed fear. Herbert explains that the man saw a great blaze of fire cross by the stars. Apparently this pathetic fool takes it for an omen, and, of course, it isn't a good one. Whatever it isn't going to get you where you need to be, so you order the men to march. So events like this is why I hate the superstitious trait. That's pretty bad as a debuff. Let's see. Minus 50% resolve. Yeah, that's very bad. That's super bad if you rely on someone who's superstitious. Anyways, where the hell are these brigands? Why did the tracks, like... What? Why can I not see the tracks further away? What's going on here? Well, there's a battle site here. I guess they died. Anyways, I see that this place is actually doable. However, I would like to keep the ambushed trade routes at Swanstadt, so I think I'll leave this place. The Free People's Camp. Yeah, there are obviously benefits to clearing it, but I like those ludicrous prizes that they're giving me, so... I guess I'll just scout around here. Let's go visit Salamanderfest in a moment. Or, well, vaguely make our way there, in that direction. But yeah, let's scout this area. Goblin Wolf Rider, Goblin Shaman, a few Goblin Skirmishers. Well, okay, there's only one Wolf Rider, so I could do that now that I have the nets. Oh yeah, that's not a Direwolf Rider, so is this just a regular one, which means it isn't even nimble? I could also leave this place for when I get that Goblin Ambition. This would be pretty easy to do at that point. I think I'll just go clear it, though. Old Urik's hut. I wonder what happened to him. Let's go take our revenge. Alright, yes, this is just a regular one. Okay. And we have the Goblin Shaman. They now have Nimble as well. Makes sense. But obviously, while they're extremely annoying, they won't be as dangerous as the Direwolf Riders. So this should be a cakewalk. And honestly, I welcome that, as it's been a bit difficult. Yes, you do that. You do that. Anyways, yeah. And this is the first fight of Baldwin. Obviously not... We won't actually be needing his services. We'll see if he even gets to do anything here. Anyways, no nets will be deployed in this fight. And ideally I get this net as well. Alright. And... yeah, okay. You've engaged with my thrower. However, I can just rotate out or just footwork out. Which one will I choose? Guess I'll footwork this time. Misses a 57, but that is the parry effect. Right. Some of the guys still have basically cloth armor, so I need to be a little bit mindful, even in these easy fights. Anyways, let's spam that mark target as usual. And do that, move here. One down. Okay, Alfred only has cloth. So I guess he does actually nothing, or maybe he goes for like a flank as a distraction. If he gets hit once, it's bad, but it's not horrid. I don't know, is that worth it? Probably not, actually. Okay, just observe. See how it's done. 33 or 39 there. I guess I'll go for an aimed shot. Good one. Also good one. Astrid has kind of carried this run. I believe Astrid has actually been more useful than Herbert, the main character. So it would be nice to get this kill, and okay, he decides to come closer. Suits me. Okay, sadly this net will be deployed, I think, yes, okay. That is a bit of a shame, but mostly just a bit. Yeah, I don't have mark target there, so I'll just wait. Also, you can just wait. Oh, now he decides to move. Okay, so let's see. Who's going to catch up with the goblin shaman? Do I have a dog anymore? I've gotten plenty of dogs killed as well in this run. It seems I'm out of dogs. Okay, that's a bit of an issue actually, as I might not be able to catch up in that case. 89 initiative. Does anyone have a higher one? I haven't in this playthrough really built around initiative, not yet at least. I do have 99 on Astrid, but that won't help. Can't do enough damage from range. Can I free Baldwin in time? Well, Baldwin actually has initiative, but he needs to be freed. Well, anyway. If the shaman gets away, then whatever. It's fine. It's okay. Alright. $25. Guess I'll go for a couple of quick. Why can I not speak? Quick ones. Anyways, let's see if I can actually get the shaman or not. Okay, it seems I can. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That is most kind of you. And I do appreciate it. I was a little bit unprepared for Legends to show up with so many legendary beasts this early. So yeah, I don't know. But now that I know that they do appear that early in future runs, I suppose I can better adjust for it. Yes, yes, I will run them down. Oh yeah, that's a reach weapon now. Okay. Sure. Didn't actually know that. That means it's actually a pretty good weapon for us, maybe. The gnarly staff. I basically never use it, or used it, but now if it's a reach weapon, mayhaps I will. Okay. Sorry, Borgogn. Vahida tried her best. Okay, there we go. We actually get 3 levels out of that, so definitely worthwhile. We also get salt. I don't get the shaman staff, though. I do get a cruel falchion. And also a chain. These weapons also I usually don't use, but it seems to have a range of 3 tiles, actually. It's a flail. Okay, so yeah, that's been changed. It didn't have this range, I don't think. That's actually pretty decent. In some situations, at least. Okay, let's see. Let's see about that weapon. First of all, is it one-handed? No, it is two-handed. Makes sense, I suppose. Has a chain flail. Flailing at an opponent somewhat unpredictable in damage, but able to strike over or around shield cover. 50% chance to smash the target on hits to the head that are killing blows, has a range of 3 tiles. And we have a chain thresh. Threshing all the targets around you. Okay, this seems to be the same one as the regular two-handed versions. And we also have a hook with a range of 2 tiles, which also staggers. Okay, interesting. I'll try this weapon out. Maybe not on this guy actually, but we'll see. Also, this is repaired and this is repaired, so I should distribute those. Let's do the levels first. So we have Udalric, level 4. Decent rolls here. I guess I'll take more resolve. And what else? I don't actually have any perks planned. So let's see. We'll reach close to 90. Well, 90 plus eventually in melee skill. So I can go with basically any weapon I'd like, I think. Maybe like mace, though, a two-handed version. Let's see. Just get nimble. That means he'll have a lot more fatigue than he currently has. Eventually. Of course, I could get the heavy armor book or something, but let's plan around nimble. He does have 90 hit points, so yeah, nimble, yes. Probably take maces. I do like maces a lot, especially for their utility as well, because some legendary beasts can be stunned, and that basically neutralizes them, so maces make sense eventually. What will your defense be? Pretty bad. Well, around 30. That's not horrible, but it's perhaps not enough to stay alive. We'll see. We'll see. Does get tactical maneuvers. I will probably get that eventually, but yeah, I need to decide what to get now, obviously. Maybe quick step. Doesn't get berserk. That would be very nice in conjunction with quick step and the two-handed mace, especially with battle flow as well. He'll get berserk eventually, though, maybe. I think I'll probably get quick step, but let's take a look here. What else could I take? Athlete is an option, but doesn't currently help much. Let's leave it at blue. Resilient also an option. Gives us plus 8 hit points and the other things. Against bleeds, for example, that's very nice. Maybe. Also, he has Ore Hunter. I don't think I'll get that, but allows this character to mine for minerals while assigned to the supply tent in camp. Yeah, I'll probably be taking this quick step. Could also consider like quick hands. Strength in numbers. Yeah, that's basically the old backstab, so yeah. Pathfinder also an option. I'll mark it in blue. But I'll just go ahead and take quick step. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, next up we have Viftet, our sergeant. Gets fatigue and resolve, and I guess +2 melee defense or +4 range defense. We'll get tactical maneuvers, I think, at some point. So defense is not quite as useful as otherwise might be. But also just get the +3 hit points. I'll take the hit points, actually. And now let's take Fortified Mind. Okay, and finally we have Astrid, level 7. Takes Nimble, I think, for added safety. Roll to +2 here. I could skip that roll, but yeah, I don't know. I could take this +3 fatigue instead. That seems a bit silly though. Let's take that +2, even though it feels bad. Alright, and then for the armors. So let's see here. I will strip this down like that. Probably do nothing with Herbert's equipment. Yeah, I think so. Let's see here. Also, this is already adjusted for perfect fit, so not anything there. I do have a fodder character. I have this guy, Purgogne Thrower. I guess you could use a little bit of help. Being in the front line as you are. Liz could actually use some more help, I think. Fatigue is... yeah, that's fine. So let's go a little bit heavier. How about you? You already have a pretty heavy armor. How about Wahida? Could use some more heavy equipment, maybe. Is this too heavy though? We'll see. No, it's fine. Right, and who needs resolve? I guess our sergeant. Also, I am still using this banner on Herbert, who does have spear mastery, so I'm still looking for like a two-handed spear. We'll see. We'll see when I get to that. At that point, this goes to Viftet, the sergeant. With that in mind, let's try to keep him. Well, let's do this. A little bit heavier stuff for him. Should be fine. Alright. Let's see here. That's fine already. How about this? Yeah, that's already adjusted. Lutkardis doesn't have a number 1. I no longer have a number 1 available. Okay, you could use a little bit of help, maybe. That still keeps the 40% nimble value. Also, I can switch into that instead. -9, -5. That's nearly perfect. Okay, Alfred here could use heavier armor. As heavy as 45. Okay, there we are. I think that's everything. So yes, do I use this on pawns or someone else? 59 melee skill only. 61 on Azur. I think I'll give it to Azur in that case. Get a slightly better mercenary to use it. Ever so slightly better. Of course, eventually, hopefully pretty soon, I will just be using like throwing weapons. Okay, what did I just see? I have no idea. No clue. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. Unknown garrison in a swamp. If it's undead, can I deal with it? Also, if it's brigands, I probably can deal with it, but there is a chance I can't. I think I'll wait to actually know just what I'm facing before I attack. Any encampments? Anyways, let's visit Salamanderfeste. Also, now that we're getting to the north a little bit, I guess I could visit the north. Get some barbarian throwing weapons, maybe. Scout station is here. Now that would solve the issue that we just had. It is quite expensive. Expensive though, so I will skip. Let's get a couple of stacks of tools and some food. I'll actually get all of the food except for this. Now we have enough for 9 days. Also, do you have... Yes, you do have ammunition, and it's actually reasonably priced, so I will go ahead and get... I guess... most of it. What the... 79? Have they changed these ammunition stacks? That's a 25, that's a 50. Did I seriously not have enough ammunition on the guys? I guess I didn't. Well, they're refilled now, but that's far less than I thought it would have been. So I do have enough money. I might even buy like one of these books, maybe. This one is heavy armor. That seems decent. Light armor, also decent. It kind of does feel a waste at this point though, since I can't guarantee the safety of anyone. They might just die in the very next battle, in which case I've wasted 2,000 on a book. Who has time to read anyway? I think I will pass at this moment. Anyways, I'll take a quick look at this, see nothing. Might even get Otto the Apprentice here, but I do already have 14 people, so maybe pass. He is cheap though. There's throwing javelins are available here. How about at the marketplace actually? Don't see any. They are expensive. I usually never buy these, but at this point in this run, I think I will. Let's go ahead. Yeah, probably no more than that. There's also a famed sling here. Obviously don't have enough money. Didn't seem very good either. I guess we are now about done. Let's repair some nets though. So crafting tent. Where is that? Oh, now I know. Did it actually, yeah, did it go to the nets instantly? Yes, it did. Okay. Okay, well that makes sense. So 15 ammo was spent on these. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and let's distribute a few of them. Even if I'm perhaps never using them on the characters I give them to, but at least they'll be out of the inventory. Also, yes, do I have more than one bandage? Probably not. Do I even have one? It seems I don't. Do I buy a bandage? In some situations, of course, having a bandage can mean the difference between life and death. Okay, I'll buy one. And that can go on Ruthard the Fodder for now. And also now let's use these javelins somewhere. So I guess pawns, let's see, 52. Well, you have 58. That means I'm immediately giving up this chain though. Okay, maybe like Luthardis uses that for now. Also, I could instead of polearms take flail mastery. However, I've already taken hay baling though. Okay, never mind. Maybe like Whiff that uses it for now. Yeah, let's do it like that. So Whiff that gets this chain. And now the question is, do I spread the javelins around or do I just stack them? I think I stack them for now. So let's give another one to Wahida. And then I have a knife. Who wants a knife? Let's give one to Alfred for now. Okay, there we are. Alright, so that should help. That should help at least a little bit in our future endeavors. Like I said, let's go see what we have north. Maybe even fight some barbarians. Though they might have armored unholds. They probably do. So that's going to be a bit of a dangerous task to take them down. Okay, a semi-easy group of brigands. There are a few leaders though, so maybe I shouldn't say that, but it is also quite lucrative for us, and now we have the nets, so yeah, definitely. Definitely go for it. Also, does anyone use this cruel falchion? Probably not. Let's see, is it 4 AP to use? Yes. Yeah, I think I won't be using it at the moment. $59. Then again, I could, yeah, let's do it like this actually. So switch those around anyway. So pawns gets this chain at the moment. Alright, okay, let's see. They actually want to fight. That suits me. So yeah, they have a dangerous lineup kind of, but then again, I have throwing nets. Heldbold the Free. Well, you won't be free for long. Has an Estoc. Which means he'll have a great lunge. Hopefully that doesn't land. And also we have a Rude Noel with a great axe. Now that's a dangerous weapon, but we have one of our own. And then we have August the Grave Digger with a fighting spear. So mayhaps we'll dagger like one of them down. Probably no longer, no more than that. Okay. I think I'll just start using these nets already. Even on this raider. It does have 240 armor. Enjoy that one. Okay, also did I actually... No, you have quick hands. Yeah, you have quick hands. Anyways, won't be using nets on thugs. Do you use a net or does someone else? Let's use one on Alfred, I think. Or Ruthard. Yeah, that's fine. Use a net. Equip the next one. Let's start marking them. Okay, this guy is using throwing axes. 75 with the mark and with the net, so not actually as high as I thought it would have been. Well, only 67 melee skill, so I guess so. Yeah. Anyways, let's move Herbert here. Okay, Vifted is the worse melee character, so let's use Ludgardis in this spot instead. And I suppose Udalrik does need to, like, be our tank here. He's not quite the best tank, but he's the best we've got. Well, apart from Baldwin, maybe. So go over there and block their advance towards Herbert, I suppose. Could have used the quick step, I suppose, as well. Oh well. Wait, just in case I can actually kill this one. Probably can't, though. Alfred, just get closer. Probably don't attack or throw the net yet. Yeah. Okay, 86. Can't do anything with Baldwin just yet. Let's take this high ground. And let's see if this chain can do anything. 46. Well, it did land. But yeah, the damage is a bit low. Okay. Anyways. This guy does have quite a lot of armor. Okay, Borgognet just waits, I think, for Rude Noel, who might end up around here. With that in mind, maybe I move here, actually. So he doesn't get to engage with her. Okay, Azur, just throw. Okay, nearly there, actually. I could move here, since I have rotation and footwork. Yeah, that actually does make a little bit of sense, because that saves a spot here for another one. That does mean Vahida likely takes some damage, though. From the axes, maybe even from Tiltbolt's S-stock. I think it's worthwhile, though. Right, and we did get this guy. Hooray! Do I move there? No. It's always possible that August the Gravedigger decides to use the fighting spear instead and just goes for the flank. Okay, so now I could move. I don't think I should, though. Yeah, I don't think I should. Rude Null might like rotate here and then instantly land a hit on Udalrich. And if I move here, the same applies. Also, it does mean that August gets his fighting spear out, so let's just hold there. Okay, this guy did nothing. He's waiting. Okay, well, that was a good turn for us. Baldwin misses a 95. Just as I said, it was good. Okay. Okay. Kind of a waste of damage to shoot this thug. Anyways, now that the Great Axe is way over here, I suppose our priority is Tiltbolt with the S-stock. Let's net him. And I'm going to footwork out instead of rotating out with Vahida, I think. Which means Alfred move away. Won't be netting August just yet, I think. Which means I can just attack here. Might want to reapply this net though, so I suppose I'll wait. Alright, footwork out of there. 78. And just enter. Oh, I could have moved there though to make room. Well, it's probably fine. Probably fine. 57. Also move here. I think I'll save that for Herbert though. So do that. Herbert moves here. That saves a spot for Wifted there. Which means you can just edge. And Azur goes for the Raider, I think. That means we move one tile. Guess we take care of the Raider first and then we try to deal with Tiltbolt the Free. Alright, shield wall. And I suppose if I attack, I won't have fatigue for long. I think it's probably worthwhile to attack though. So do it. Breaks free. Liz maybe just does nothing. I want to save some fatigue for future marks. Yeah, do nothing. Alright. Go for Tiltbolt, I think. It's Udalrik. Alright, reapply the net. Then attack. For Gogne. Let's move on the flank. Nasty. Okay, well, yeah, well. Laughed too soon. Anyways, who was that? Ruthard the Fodder Plus has been killed. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Anyways, August is, despite getting that kill, breaking, so probably can dagger him down with some ease. Anyways, Rude Null with the Great Axe is going for this flank. Let's see if I can stop him in his tracks. This time I don't miss that with Baldwin. 89. Alright, do I actually go for Rude Null now? I think I do. Start tickling him. Alright. Hopefully I can get that kill with Herbert, which means Berserk activation. Okay, that's very good for us. That was 64 and a 75. That's very lucky. Once again, I will take all the luck I can get. Just go for the attack, I guess. Gets it. I want to move there with Baldwin's remaining action points, so I guess move there. It's a bit of a risk, since this guy will potentially target poor Gogne. But it's fine, probably. Okay, 57, I would like to get this. It was a hit. Not enough, though. Not enough. Just stay put, I guess. Let's leave it as an option. Alright, Wahida. Yeah, you're engaged in melee, so can't throw. It's 26. Who's going to kill this thug? Maybe Udalrik. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of people to kill this guy. Let's go for Theodbolt here. Good one. Also, yes, let's mark him again. And probably, yeah, I need to move like there to mark Rudnol out of fatigue though. Okay, 40% does get it. He's now out of fatigue, sadly. Without nets, this would be so difficult. Never skimp on nets. Never underestimate them. Alright, so where do I put Azur? I guess like over here? Or there? Has decent armor. He's closer to these two if I move here. I suppose that's going to be fine in that case. Alright, and Wahida can throw. Alright, so Rudnol cannot attack us even if he breaks free. So I can choose at my leisure which one to target. I guess this guy is still more dangerous. Not to underestimate Theodbolt's S-stock though. I have already dealt more damage on Theodbolt, and it's a higher chance, so I'll go for him. Okay, but yeah, Astrid goes here. Tickles. Ow, ow. Okay, and that's the fighting spear in play. So Alfred is out of nets. So probably just moves away. Can't really fight against these leaders. Okay, Baldwin will engage. Probably here. And probably already cannot attack, but can get there to provide bonuses. Alright, let's use a net again. Equip the next one and perhaps need to use it on Theodbolt. Alright, Rudnoil is wavering. So I should be fairly safe. Getting even a character like Luthgard kind of close. Okay, let's attack Theodbolt. Excellent. And good. Ow, 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 ow. Well, I do have 9 lives on Baldwin. That's very, very bad, though. I might need to rotate him out. Okay, Great Slash 52, Great Slash 50. That's quite a lot. And now we have minus 40% melee defense, minus 40% initiative, and also breaking. So we might even lose Baldwin in this fight. I don't want that to happen, so I suppose Wahida is the only one with rotation. It doesn't have fatigue, though. Well, at least we might be getting some value out of those 9 lives that I gave him. Anyways, it is what it is. Also, this guy breaks free. That is actually... Might have made a mistake attacking here. I should have instead reapplied the net. Yeah. Okay, things are falling apart. Kind of. Kind of a little bit. So I could have rallied instead. Instead I just attacked stupidly. Okay, I do have enough to rotate, but I cannot get to Baldwin. Alright, well, you deal damage, I guess, and we'll have to eat a hit from Rude Noel. Probably. Probably. Okay, come on. Oh, you're out of fatigue. No, you're out of javelins. No, you're out of fatigue. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Okay. I think list just marks instead of trying to get the kill on Bolt. We can get him next round, surely. Can she throw this though? No, too far away. From Rude Noel, okay. Well, it's on you, Udalrik. Doesn't get it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Just damn it. Oh well. Could switch to the dagger, is that reasonable? August is breaking, so one more hit should make him flee, after which he's free to dagger. Does have a lot of armor still, apart from the head armor. I think I'll just switch to the dagger. Also Borgogne, while useful, I think I'd like to provide an additional target here and get the surround bonuses and possibly even get a morale trigger there. Well, this is a bit messy, to say the least. Could have done so much better had I thought about what I'm doing just a little bit more. Anyways, I can move here, which means Rudenol has just one target in Lutkardis. I think I will. Okay, moves there. That's fine, actually. Alright, let's see if you can kill. Come on. Alright, there we go. One down, two to go. Okay, Alfred, can you do absolutely anything? Could like make one of them perhaps target him. Maybe like over here. But yeah, I foresee a lot of trouble in Baldwin's immediate future. And by trouble, I mean death. This is going to hit this weapon is. Baldwin does get to act first though, so we have a chance. The problem with going up against the Great Axe, of course, is that he can round swing. Not quite as dangerous, of course, as a Hedge Knight. Doesn't have Berserk, for example, but still. Alright. So Hook might stagger. Has a 100% chance, actually. I don't know, though. Is a stagger going to be helpful at all? I think we basically act before this guy anyway. Herbert cannot attack him either. There is the fact, though, that if I just attack here, what is it going to do? He has fully intact armor, and I'm planning on hopefully hitting him once with a dagger. How about just moving next to him? Yeah, I think that makes actually more sense. Provides some surround bonuses. And yeah, he doesn't have underdog, as far as I can see. Okay, I'll do that, actually. Hopefully I can save Baldwin. Okay, I'll wait and see if anyone... Yeah, I do have a net on Azur. Yeah, I think my plan is to hopefully get one hit with a dagger in. Then again, that's only on Baldwin. No one else can do it. Borgogne doesn't have a dagger. But anyways, that means that Azur attacks this guy anyway. So I can use a net on Lutkardis. Is that better? It might be better. Get to attack twice, I think, with Azur. No, I don't, because he only has one javelin left. In that case, it's not better. Let's wait. Yeah, I wonder. Should I attack this guy instead? Getting those hit point damages in there might just make him flee. And Rude Noel does have the more dangerous weapon, but currently this guy is more dangerous overall. That does mean that after all, if I do that, then I will be using the net, I guess, on Ludgardis. I also have a net on Vifted. Okay, I've convinced myself to attack August. Anyways, it does nothing. Also, yes, I already forgot. He only had one javelin anyway. Okay, well, you use the net in that case. Obviously not the end of the world if Baldwin dies here, but it would be a pretty sad happenstance. Pretty sad. Pretty sad also to lose that 80% there. Oh well. Oh well. Do I even bother attacking with this weapon? It's not even double gripped since I am using a net. 20% of damage ignores armor. He has, or well actually she has, nearly full armor anyway. I don't know. I think I wait. What could happen here, I guess maybe, is that he tries to break, well, she tries to break free. And maybe like shield walls, which would save Baldwin. Anyways, I'll take my chances. Just go for the dagger in there. Rally might be better here than anything else. Let's do that. Okay, good. Okay, Baldwin, let's see. 39. 41. Okay, there we go. There we go. He's fleeing. Alright. Good one. Now let's hopefully deal with Rude Noel before he can do anything. Yeah, switch. Liz, do you do anything? I could surround, but yeah, we've established that's not necessarily a good idea. Then again, does provide... Oh, you do have Underdog. Okay, interesting. No, never mind. August also has Underdog. How did I miss that? They do have Underdog. Okay, never mind. Never the hell mind. I'm just speaking out of my buttocks again, it seems. Well, anyways, good to know. Good to know. Yeah. These brigand leaders will have Underdog. I think the southern ones don't. That's the way it goes. Anyways, that means that there's not much point in getting Liz there. Is this one marked? That will still help, even though she's fleeing. Let's do it. Alright, and you just attack, I guess. Can anyone with perhaps a weapon that can break armor attack first? I guess not. We will need a lot of fatigue help. You have a knife. I could instead attack this guy, though. Well, next round. Well, let's switch into this. We can always switch back because he has quick hands. Anyways, do I do this? I think I actually do, though I am afraid of this. I am afraid of this guy's great axe, but anyway. Getting some help there will hopefully actually enable us to survive. Maybe, hopefully. Nice surround here. 95, 94 with the quick shot. Excellent work. Okay, there we are. There we are. Despite some messiness, sloppiness, overall just, I guess, kind of bad plays we did prevail here with just one meaningless casualty. Anyways, just kill this guy, and this one we will dagger, obviously. Do you have a knife? You don't. You don't have a knife. I guess Udalrik goes for it. Alfred, sure. Get the kill if you can. Alright, well, there we go. Rest in peace, Ruthard. You served me... well, I guess not poorly. Anyways, condolences to your family. Anyways, Liz here has leveled. And we get some decent loot out of that. We get a fighting spear, we get a great axe. We get a chain attachment on male coif. We get a military pick, and we get this breastplate with other things. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay, so Liz, level 4. Let's take hit points, fatigue, and +3 melee defense. And take maybe like a rally. What else could I get? Like efficient packing or helpful maybe, but then again you're already spending your fatigue on marking targets, for example. Just like 9 lives might be worth it, or student. I'll get efficient packing for more stash space and +6 fatigue. Alright, and let's immediately fix up Baldwin. Oh yeah, we don't need to craft, because there's nothing to craft, I think. Also, yes, we are running out of ammunition at a rapid pace, so fletching is actually... yeah, okay, well, this change does make fletching a lot more... well, a lot better, so I guess I like that change. Also, I would like to repair, I suppose, so let's assign 2 people there. Okay, there we are. Camp here. Wait for dawn, and now let's go. See a lot of tracks around here, but let's not go off. Looking for anything at the moment. Let's follow the road. Briefly saw something, but I suppose when that happened, we immediately lost sight of them as well. A Skjold is here. There's an event. Oh. Okay, well, normally I would be happy about this. We found the Vala. However, this is a no magic run, so we will say no to her. The forests of the north are a primeval place. The span of a life is measured in months, and the climate is a perpetual state of autumn or winter, where the wildlife is as deadly as the weather. Leaving the town to walk through these forests is humbling. The trees here have outlived but the gods themselves, or so some would say. Your thoughts begin to wander further as the bridle path begins to feel endless and the trees curl inwards. The pressure builds in your head as you fall to the ground. The brush parts for a woman clad in furs holding a staff, focused intently on you as you try to regain your balance. The noise stops and your mind clears. The woman speaks.
Why are you here, outsider?
Her brow furrows and she hums, but her lips part again.
I know what you are, and I know what you have done, not just in this life, but the ones that have come before.
Her gaze lifts as she loses focus with you and looks down the path, deep in contemplation. The weight in your mind begins to lift as a tide ebbs before it comes crashing back. However, as she fixes her gaze with yours, the wave doesn't come crashing back. It is still there, at the back of your head, restrained like a warhound on a chain.
Something is changing, outsider. Something is coming that we can't stand alone and face. I do not care for your work, your motivations or hardships. I care about stopping the cataclysm of what is to come.
She purses her lips.
Shall we begin?
The humming stops. The pain lifts as fast as it came. Despite what the people of the south say, the grip of the old gods remains firm here. A witch! A witch! Keep your distance! Go away! Shoo! Shoo! Anyways. Next run I do on Legends, I think I'll lift my magic embargo and take the Vala, but for now, yeah, let's say no. Anyways, we have a bunch of things here. I suppose we'll take action for 3 skulls, probably. Or I could just move on. Could also defend settlement, or do a courier, or find a location. I'll check what this is called. Ruins of Orkbane Keep. Okay, that could be anything, basically. Do I want to take action? How are we doing? Baldwin is still in a sorry state, has the cut leg muscles. And we saw there, we can't really rely. Also, yes, with this injury, dodge is plus 10. Which is not nothing, but still, he's at 20 melee defense. Anyways, I need to be a bit careful. I guess we can do this, though. Also, what? Oh, god damn it, you didn't refill the javelins. Instead, they went straight to the throwing nets. Also, I should equip this again. So that means I need more ammunition. And also, yes, I need to repair this stuff. I didn't do anything with this. Let's repair it. Also, yes, I did get the S-stock as well. Repair that stuff. Also, this armor is fully intact. Has a double mail attachment. Body armor damage taken is decreased by minus 10%. Fatigue penalty of wearing body armor is increased by plus 20%. Okay. We'll see who gets that. Breastplate armor as well. Not even Wahida got the javelins back. So if you use a lot of nets, then prepare to lose a lot of ammunition, I suppose. Let's give Alfred this thing, I think. And who gets that? That doesn't really even matter. The left-sided wrap, I mean. Let's give it to you. So we have a heater shield, which in some fights I suppose we could use instead of the Sipar. I guess I'll already equip it, actually. It's better against beasts. Who gets this heavy armor? Who has fatigue? Liz kind of does, but we've seen that she spends it as well. Lutkardis, yeah, I guess so. And then we have this footman's leather armor for someone else. For Wifted. Padded leather armor for someone. Okay, that can go on Lizzie. And then we have just this leather jacket. Well, we also have this basic mail, actually. I will give that to Lutkardis. Kind of heavy armor that she has now. Also, this can maybe... No, this is already the same. No, this isn't. No, that is already there. Never mind. Let's see here. Yeah, I will give this to Udalrik. Melkoif. Only has 42 fatigue. I guess he's basically never using this throwing net in that case. Maybe I should take it out. Okay, so if I use this double mail here, this is going to go down a lot. Yeah. So that's a really fatigue-intensive item. Guess I could use it here on loot cardis though. Yeah, let's do that for now. Get that simple leather jacket out of there. We also have a full Akaton cap now. Let's give that to like Pons. Make that switch as well. Alright, and fighting spear, someone should use it. Maybe, yeah, let's use it on Udalrik. Actually. 10 fatigue, this is... No, that's 10 fatigue as well. He does have that fast adaptation, so maybe never mind. I need more melee people. I would also like to have like one more archer. Do we have any recruits here? No. Okay, instead of doing this taking action, I guess I just follow the road and recruit someone. Probably. Currently I don't seem to have anyone who will make good use of these weapons that I found. But for now, let's camp for a bit and make ammo, basically. Mostly. Mostly just make ammo. Actually, assign every single person there and have one scout. Something like that. I believe the druid can now join as a random event in basically any origin. I will take the druid, but I won't be taking any magic skills or perks with him. Anyways, that's the camping done, so let's... Once again I have 0 ammo though. Well, that's what I get for spamming those throwing nets. I kind of wish that you prioritized this throwing weapons instead of throwing nets when the time to refill comes. Oh well. It's getting to be... Yeah, let's actually no. Let's still stay here for a bit and fletch more. Let's wait for dawn. Don't usually spend time fletching, but now I am definitely incentivized to do so. That is definitely the case. Okay, now we move. Surface Copper Vein. And next settlement is a village. Okay, you come across a caldera, at the bottom of which you find a few sheep nuzzling something. As you draw close, you see that there is an enormous hound there. Its fur matted with blood, its collar shredded, and its paws wiry where the claws have come apart. It regards you with a growl, but can't maintain it for long, as it simply puts its head down with an exhausted huff. The sheep depart, and beyond them you find a man leaning against a rock. His chest has been ripped open, and whatever killed him did it with such force as to spray his innards all along the rocks. Along the trail, you do find a monstrous nacho, whose throat has been ripped out. Alfred nods.
I think that pup might be worth having in the company.
Okay, sure. He'll fit right in with us. You reach out to the hound and it lifts its head to you as though you were another threat. Its eyes peer blackly from a long matted mane that still drips with blood. The sheep, having seen what carnage this beast has already wrought, bay nervously as they watch you. But you won't be deterred. You put your hand forth, palm supinated. Okay, I don't know what that means. And the weary dog slowly lowers into it. You nod. There's more fight in you yet, friend. You gain Warrior the Warhound. Alright. Well, that's another helper for us. Also, at some point I'll just sell these pugilist hand wraps. I don't think I'll be using those hand-to-hand skills. Alfred can have the dog. Okay, so we have a few things here. I might just take a caravan contract, to be honest. Okay, we have a beast slayer with a bow. I think I will. Disappointing though. 1-star melee skill, 2-star hit points, 2-star resolve. Anyways, let's see. So gets the net perks. 50, huh? 72 to 94 ranged, 78 to 89 melee by level 11, thereabouts. Well, I don't know. I guess you can stick around, but I'm not thrilled. I am not thrilled. Alright, just go into the front. I'll call this guy like fodder question mark. Anyways, also has a level. Does roll a +4 for ranged. Well, I guess I could see if he rolls well there. Does get throwing. I'll mark that in blue. Let's take that range skill. Let's take the hit points. And probably just the melee skill here, which is the min roll. We take the +3 melee defense, I guess. I don't know. I'll take that. I'll take it. Whatever. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care if this guy dies. I might even let them go at some point. Very soon, actually. We'll see. For now, you can have, like, I don't know, like a militia spear. Slightly better armor. Have a bandage. Probably just go with this flimsy simple hood as your headgear. Perk-wise, let's go with maybe Pathfinder. I could do something with initiative. Does have alert and perfect fit. So maybe let's mark those in blue. Strength in numbers would help in melee. I'll go ahead and take Pathfinder though. There you are. Give him like a net as well. Alright. Maybe I could even do this giant contract. I don't know though. Should I even try it with this team? It's only a 2 skull, but I don't know. Maybe just keep on scouting actually. So it seems that the road actually ends here, so the other northern settlements will be where exactly? Or is this actually it? I don't see a road going anywhere else. If that is the case, then this is the emptiest north I've ever seen in this game. There's only 2 settlements. Well, maybe this one counts. I don't see a road leading anywhere here. Huh. Kind of weird. We'd also do like a 1 skull brigand stronghold. Do I care about a 1 skull brigand stronghold? I might just take this caravan and like spend the time fletching for ammo. Seems like a bit of a waste of time. We might get attacked during it though, and that's going to be kind of lucrative in terms of XP as long as we're able to complete the caravan. Also scout around here, see if I can find something to kill. Are you still afraid, by the way? Yes, you are. So definitely won't be fighting ghasts. I don't think. I mean, I guess a few ghasts, maybe. The north was a disappointment. We have wages for, well, a lot of days. Have food for 6 days. 69 tools. Nice. 6 ammunition. What's the selling price here? Oh, it's actually good. The selling prices have been inflated. I don't know why, but they have. Okay, I'll sell some things. Inflation run amok. Can still, of course, get even an even better price if I just hold on to these things. I do have the inventory space. Yeah, I guess I will hold on to the more important, well, more valuable things. This is a good price, though. Definitely a good price. I think I'll just... Should I leave? I did come all this way. I can do like easier barbarian camps, I think. You could take like a quick look. Maybe I can find like some reavers. Get some throwing weapons. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Let's scout a bit. Oh, never mind. Also, I'm completely blind. I am completely blind. There is a road here. Never mind. Okay, let's go there. I'm even more blind than usual today. See nothing from there. Of course, I did just say, oh, white wolves. I don't have anyone who can stun them. God damn it. I could just let the trading caravan here handle it. With the conscripts. Surely with the help of many conscripts, we can handle 2. Even without being able to stun. We can net them and then go ham. Problem is though, damage of this group is a bit lacking. They'll have like, I think like 400 hit points with Nimble. And they also have second wind. They attack very many times per round. I think they also have berserk. Do I just run away? Feels so wrong. If I could stun, this would be so different. I have like 2 people with maces. I don't have a single mace. Oh, barbarian tracks as well. I think white wolves are probably more dangerous than skin ghouls, for example. They aren't. They are doable. But I'm just wondering if it's worth it. Since I can't really control them. I don't have basically any debuffs. Apart from like mark target. Ideally you stun them, you daze them, you debilitate them. Things like that. And if I move like Baldwin here in melee with them, he'll last for like 2 hits, then he's dead. Yeah, once again, I'll be a coward. Goodbye. They're just gonna kill anything and everything here without any difficulties. I think I'll just leave. I am a chicken McNugget. But at least I'll live a little bit longer. Alright, the north is a silly place. Let's leave. And also let's be careful during the night time, even when I have that lookout. I really don't want to be attacked by something I cannot defeat. Okay, 9 barbarians. Okay, this we will do. There is a chosen, there is a reaver. Pillagers, I have no idea what those are. They'll probably be nimble, so very dangerous. But I don't want to run from every single fight we see, so I guess we'll go for it. Once again, use a lot of nets and hope for the best, basically. Let's see here. 1 warhound, 1 reaver, 9 in total. Well, I guess it's time to find out what exactly a pillager is. Let's not fight in the forest. No, it says it's a forest. I don't think it is, though. Yeah, it isn't. Okay, so what the hell is a pillager? Okay, Chosen has 210 armor. Okay, Wild Sling. Okay, so some kind of ranged barbarian. Yeah, Wild Slings. Well, that's definitely less dangerous than I thought, but then again, we'll see just how annoying they can be. Also, yes, this pillager actually has throwing axes. Also, they do have only 4 capacity as opposed to 6 for these regular throwing weapons. Also, this two-handed spiked mace, I believe, is a new weapon. Okay. Someone probably will die in this fight. We'll see. But we should be able to win pretty handily. Okay. Chosen has taken the high ground. With the nets, anything is possible. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that, since I did run away from those white direwolves. Anywho, also yes, your wound has healed, Baldwin. Let's see if I can get you a new one. Just go for the dog for now. There you are. I think in this run I'll probably use some whips for once. Some disarms might be nice. Sadly, this weapon doesn't have a disarm. Well, I guess I don't want this weapon to have a disarm, because then, like, goblins could disarm you. Anyways, I suppose we'll just mostly stay put and let them come to us, and then we'll just have a little old damage race. We'll see about these pillagers. Chosen is annoyingly in the high ground. Will be coming down, obviously, though. We'll see if he decides to adrenaline cheat. They love that move. 36, huh? Once again, I don't need to worry about Wahida. Meaning that I can just rotate out, or not Pathfind, footwork out. Anyways, I could already rotate if I liked. Do I like? What I can do is move Herbert, attack, rotate him out, and then move Wahida back to safety. I'll probably do that. So do it. 53 doesn't get it. Alright, wait for him to engage before we net. Okay, sling does hit. It's not that bad though. I think the Reaver is here. I didn't actually pay enough attention. Anyways, shoot the Chosen. You tried. Taking the high ground here, probably a decent idea. However, I am really lacking in frontline capable people. Apart from Baldwin and Udalric. So I need more of them. I don't remember what weapon the... No, this is the No, that's the Pillager. Anyways, I can attack from there if I move there. Not that afraid of thralls, but they can do damage. Guess I do take that high ground. Misses a 74. Okay, who takes this high ground? I guess Frody. Who's our version of Frodo. Anyways, that means I can move Burgogne somewhere else. Probably just there, like one tile further. It's going to have to do. Also, it might even be a decent idea to use a net on a thrall with a militia spear that's being double gripped. Because that's going to deal a lot of damage. I'll actually do that. As wasteful as that is. Okay, Azur is a bit far away. Could still throw from here. I don't know if it's a smart idea. I guess I'll have one throw. He tried. Alright, and like I said, yes, let's rotate out of there. Then I can throw once and move back. It tickled. Yeah, I suppose there will be deaths. We'll see. Let's also mark these two. These heavy throwing axes will hurt a lot. Yeah, there was the Reaver, has now engaged. Oh yeah, and it seems you can actually attack after moving 2 tiles. Okay, so this is actually a 4 AP weapon. Had forgotten that. And now Vahida pays the price. Has been hit pretty badly. Is also baffled. Baffle is pretty annoying. Anyways, net time. Could also use the dog. At least not yet. I think I'll also net the thrall. I'm in enough trouble here that I need to deal with these enemies quickly. Also, Herbert is locked in melee. No one can rotate him out, as Vahida needs to save herself as well. Won't have the fatigue to do everything. This is really bad. Once again. Let's just equip the next net. Alright. You probably wait or kill the thrall if you can. I would activate Berserk. 67. Yeah, deal with the flimsier targets with the bow first. Can't deal enough. He's left at 1 hit point. Okay, more nets. The pillager, I would like to net him as well. However, the wild sling is honestly not as dangerous as the blunt cleaver. I don't know. For now, he is staying out of melee. could net this guy again. I will. I'm sufficiently afraid. Okay, hopefully I can actually get a kill with pawns here. Alright, does get it, and that means the Reaver is now wavering. Attack the higher chance target. It's going to hurt a ton to be hit by this spiked mace though, especially when your head armor is 50. Oh well. We need more damage in this team, somehow. Okay, Frodo, maybe move back there. Be able to attack the Reaver, and hopefully, like, he's the target that gets attacked. Could also kick for a stagger. Maybe. This might even, if things go poorly enough, Herbert might die here, which is the end of the run. Anyways, since I don't have more than one rotation, and I kind of, it seems, effed up in positioning. However, let's not think about something like that at the moment. He hasn't taken any damage. Let's think positively. So 71 to attack with the spear. The armor here is pretty poor. Initiative of 72, so I guess kicking does have its merit. And if we get really lucky, it will also daze. We do get the stagger, but not the daze. Anyways, I suppose we just attack here. I guess nothing else to do, really. 61. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, and Azur, throw things. It's once. And Vifted goes for the Chosen, since I need to keep Herbert alive. Then I maybe move away and save that spot for Ludgardis. 72 miss. 90% hit. Alright, so... I could rotate like Liz there. We might be losing Vahida in this fight as well. Definitely possible. Also, I would like to keep her alive and with enough fatigue to be able to save Herbert if the need does arise. I think it might arise. I could also just footwork out. I think, yeah, that's better than rotating. And we'll see about the other things. It is 20 fatigue to rotate, so... in 2 turns, I think she should be able to, at least if I don't spend her fatigue doing something else. Just move there. And bleed. Bleeding for how long? 1 more turn. Also, she might be hit, like, immediately by a throwing axe. Which would mean that she basically dies. Also, if I move here, I'm giving them the high ground opportunity here. But this guy for now is probably going to just throw things. However, why not just move there? Also, then again, I can quick step and attack twice. And honestly, that's better than shield walling, because, yeah, he's going to target Herbert anyway, since he's the easier target to hit. Attack twice. Hit once. Alright. This guy isn't marked. Maybe I should have waited with these guys before I attacked there. So I get that marked there. And instead of marking anyone else, I guess just attack. Maybe even go for the Heartseeker for once. 53. Is it worth it? It's so much fatigue as well. I guess... probably not. Probably not. Since I need more fatigue to mark people later on. It's exactly 15 fatigue to mark, so that's exactly 1 turn of recovery. In that case, do I even need to save fatigue? Okay, let's try the Heartseeker. I've convinced myself. And it missed. Right, that guy moved. So Baldwin, get ready to do something. Can't do anything yet, but get ready to do something. Okay, dazed. Access missed, that's good. Alright. 95 or 95. So yeah. 111 armor. 37 armor. I think I still go for the Reaver, though obviously the Chosen is more dangerous, but I can't quite deal enough damage with Astrid. Then again, gotta start somewhere. But as soon as I have the Reaver dealt with, I can move on to the Chosen. I'm a little bit worried about Herbert. He will be hit every single time, basically, with 3 melee defense. No, let's go for the Chosen. I'm more worried about that. Okay, Alfred could move here, which means I basically sacrifice him. Then immediately use a dog as well, which is basically sacrificing the dog. But as long as the Chosen doesn't target Herbert, then that's better. How much do I care about you, Alfred? A little bit. Not that much, to be honest. I have enough net people now. Okay, well, time to sacrifice. Dog in. Right, and then we move with Baldwin against the Reaver. It's an 88, makes the Reaver flee. Excellent work. Alright, that means we can target the Chosen. I suppose I will, even though this weapon's damage is low. Really low. Maybe actually wait with pawns and attack once we have less armor to deal with. How about hooking for a stagger? Is that good? Seems unnecessary at the moment. Also, yes, if the Barbarian Chosen like hits Herbert and then Adrenalines, then we can basically say goodbye to Herbert, which means the end of the run. So here's hoping he goes for someone else. Doesn't seem to have Berserk. No, does have Berserk. Of course he has Berserk. He's a Barbarian Chosen. What am I thinking? I think Pawns waits. Might even use a net or something. Alright. Frodo can't help with Chosen. Could kill the Reaver. That would lower some resolve, maybe, for the others. Make some space as well. What else could you possibly do? Not much, though. Could move in place of the Warhound, which might be about to die. Or Alfred. We might need to feed more people to the Chosen to save Herbert. I don't know. I think I'll just go for the kill. Also, one hit, should that kill? Maybe. But maybe not. Who else would get the kill? I think I'll just go for the kill. There we go. Got some confidence out of that at least, which helps a little bit. Okay, Burgogne. The pillager here will need a net, I think, as well. Now we're in melee. He has a blunt cleaver. So let's do that. And I guess now you're a melee gal with 0 melee defense and 57 melee skill. Best of luck to you, I guess. Move over here. Okay, Azur sadly cannot help with the Chosen, not from here. Could move like there. Throw at the pillager or the thrall. That's probably what I will do. I'll go for the thrall, actually. Alright. Attack. Misses. Wifted cannot attack here, not yet. Baffle is minus 15% damage, that sucks a little bit. It's a headshot. Can't move to make space. Okay, you just attack. Okay, armor is dealt with. We are still in trouble though, I think. Okay, and yes, we don't have enough fatigue to rotate. So either we throw once, or we save fatigue to rotate next turn, maybe. I think we save the fatigue. The good news is that Herbert does have life. Hopefully that keeps him alive. If not, then rest in peace. Yeah, I guess you do nothing. You just gather your fatigue. Do I bother moving there? I guess not. No, that makes space though. So after that you have... Yeah, you should have enough for next turn to rotate. So move there and end. Okay. That's actually a good result for us. A very good one. Breaks free and hits Alfred. Alright. We should be fine, actually. He's going to adrenaline cheat though. So we'll see. We'll see. Who isn't marked? You aren't marked. Would you like to be marked? I don't hear a no. Alright. Let's deal with these stupid barbarians. Okay, now we attack the Chosen despite the net not being there. Gets one hit in. Oh, I could have used my net here. Oh, god damn it. Yet another mistake. Well, anyway. It is what it is. I guess Wifted does use the net instead of attacking. But we might be able to lose Alfred here. But once again, better to lose him than Herbert. Alright. Thank you for your service. Dog actually deals a lot of damage there. Did you die? Let's see here. Yes. Rest in peace, Alfred. You did a valuable service. Also, Herbert got hit, but it wasn't that bad, honestly. I suppose the light helps a lot here, actually. Alright, we can breathe easier now. Can I get this kill? Might hit the dog. Might still be worthwhile. Activate Berserk. There you go. There you go. And now you go for the throw. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, and Frodo here just attacks. Alright, would still like to use a net on this guy. Do I have a net nearby? Kind of. But not immediately available. Okay, you take the high ground. Wait though. Will this pillager stay and fight? I think they're now going to leave. So we'll kill this one and let this one go, I suppose. We'll see. What will you do? Okay, Udalric engages here with the nearby pillager. Also, yes, not marked, actually. Can I get that marked there? No, not enough fatigue. Yes, they are leaving. This one can't leave. I will not allow it. Stay. Also, yes, the dog might actually go for one of these. Well, we'll see. We'll see. What the... What? Did this guy just throw an axe at me? Did I see that right? I don't know. Would have been hilarious though, had that hit. That might have killed. I don't see any perks that might enable something like that. So I guess I'm just seeing things. I'll do this again. Okay. There have been so many... Okay, rest in peace. Oh yeah, you have that perk that enables you to throw things, even while in melee. I want that myself. Alright, well there you go. Are you actually dead though? Yes. Okay, rest in peace, Wahida. I shouldn't laugh, but... Yeah, that was funny enough. Okay, so... Sorry about that. But yeah. Anyways, I'm not too sad about that, to be honest. Well, she was useful, yes, but anyway. Anyway, let's kill this guy and be done with this. Okay, goodbye. I mean, if we are having this much trouble with a group of barbarians like this, I think I did make the right call in not engaging with the White Wolves, even when I could have fought with the Southern Caravan. Anyways, it's over. Okay, so rest in peace Alfred, rest in peace Wahida. Pons gets a level. And loot-wise, do we get anything worthwhile? We do get a rusty warblade. Not sure if I'll use it though. And we do get a two-handed spiked mace. That one I probably will use. Alright. Yet more sacrifices for the blood gods. I think I've had probably the most deaths I've ever had in this game during this run. But then again, we know how my memory works. Anyways, it's not looking like it will end anytime soon. Alright, anyways, Pons level 4. So you'll be the range defense based thrower with initiative. Yeah. Is there any chance I actually take crossbows still? Maybe. I guess I'll leave it at blue. Anyways, bags and belts, I guess. Probably. Militia practice. No, that's just one-handed spears. It's not like throwing javelins as well as with the fisherman, who I think just died. Bags and belts it is. Alright. Still don't have enough throwing weapons for everyone, but here's a bundle of two bundles. Did that guy... No. It was Wahida who died. Yeah. Anyways, that explains that. So that means I can actually start throwing with Pons as well. I guess so. Let's pick those up. Have like a one-handed weapon. Like maybe this cruel falchion as a melee weapon. For now. Alright. Anyways, that is enough for now. Plenty of deaths this episode as well, but the tale does continue. Next time I guess we'll continue with this courier contract. Anyways, thanks for watching and I shall see you next time.